Alrighty, welcome to a Lost Caverns of Ixalan draft here in Early Access, and we've opened a pretty good rare. Inti, Seneschal of the Sun. 1 and a red for a 2/2. Whenever you attack, you can discard a card, and if you do, you give an attacking creature a +1/+1 counter and trample. And whenever you discard one or more cards, exile the top card of your library, and you can play it until your next end step. So one thing to note about this card that you might not on first blush see, it says whenever you attack, not whenever you attack with this card. So if you go turn 1 1-drop, turn 2, play this, attack, you not only immediately get a counter, but then you have a card that you can play until the end of your next turn. This card seems very good. I'm going to take it. It's got to be better than all the uncommons. Though these are good uncommons. 1/1 flying lifelink steals a card out of their hand until it goes away. Grasping at Shadows is a really strong one. And 2/2, whenever you descend, you get a treasure is pretty nice, but Inti is very good. So, oh, it's the next end step. Sorry. Yes, it's this turn, but still very good. Pick 2. So we took a red card, so I'm hoping to take a red card or maybe a card of one other color. I'm not going to take like a green-white card, for example. So there's 1/1 flying, vigilance. When it dies, a creature you control explored. There's Skullcap Snail. This card is really good. It's the Ravenous Rats. 1/1. When it enters the battlefield, they exile a card from their hand. I don't think this is good, though. This does kind of combo with Inti, because Inti triggers whenever you discard a card. But I think the Great Door is... It flips into a land that you spend a bunch of mana and time, and then it flips into a land that taps for more mana, which... Like, that's all cool, but that's not where we're at. There's also just Hidden Volcano, a Discover Cave. I do like that. There's also Tinker's Tote. Tinker's Tote is good. I think it's a pretty strong card. I'm just going to take Skullcap Snail. I think Skullcap Snail is just really... This just can't be bad. Tinker's Tote is also a totally fine card to take there. Okay, another Council of Echoes. We saw that in a previous draft, but don't want to take that. Dowsing Device is an interesting one. If I had taken Tinker's Tote, I guess I would consider that. But I'm not really looking at doing this. You have to have like tons of artifacts for this to be good. I do think that Deep Goblin Skull Taker is, I think, really good. 2 and a black for a 2/2 menace, and if you descended, it gets a +1/+1 counter. So imagine even just playing Inti on turn 2, turn 3 you play this, attack, discard a thing, and then you just boom. Also, Goblin Tomb Raider is really good, I think, in the red decks that can use it. So the question is, I have a much better red card than black card, so it's like a little safer to take Goblin Tomb Raider. It does push me towards wanting artifacts, and I don't have any of those right now, but I can probably pick those up. That said, I think the Skull Taker is really good, so I think I'm going to take that, but could be wrong. I will say that one thing that leaning, maybe I should have taken the Tomb Raider, maybe in retrospect. Inti does also reward you for playing 1-drops. So maybe I just take the Tomb Raider now. I don't think I want the Viper here. And now we just get to go red-black aggro looking for some artifacts. I think that's totally fine. Boom. Any consideration for the Land Cycler? Absolutely not. The aggro decks should basically not play the Land Cyclers. They're quite weak. Welcome back, Modern McFly. Cheers. I would feel better if I just had 2 Tomb Raiders and no Skull Taker, I suppose. But again, we'll see. We'll see how this goes, how this shakes out. Tomb Raider. I remember playing that game on like PlayStation. That was a long time ago. Arena does let you know who's holding up the draft. This is true. This is true. Okay, another Tomb Raider? All right, well, now I really wish I took the other one because I'm just going to slam the Tomb Raiders here and just try to draft a bunch of artifacts. Boom. Yeah, it would look a lot better to have 3 Tomb Raiders Inti and then I could just move away from black, but I think that is, I think that this is still the direction I want to go here. However, had I taken the Tomb Raider and then immediately got past like a really good black card, then, might have felt the other way. This is just the direction we're going. We are looking for artifacts. We certainly have no artifacts yet, but we're going to be able to get some of those. Goblin Tomb Raider. There was quite the kerfuffle on Twitter when Kai was like, did they tell the artist they needed a goblin because it didn't look like a goblin? But yeah, this is what Ixalan goblins look like. All right, so here we've got Brazen Blade Master. That seems like the wrong direction. This rewards you from 2 artifacts. I don't have any yet. Let's just chill for a little bit. There's Fanatical Offering. You can sack an artifact or creature to draw 2 cards and make a map. And we have Skullcap Snail that can already sack. It makes an artifact for the Tomb Raiders. I kind of like that. There's also Buried Treasure, which is just a treasure, but you can exile it to Discover 5. Part of the reason I don't like that is Discover 5 isn't very good when you have all these 1-drops and stuff in your deck. There's also Oaken Siren, which wouldn't be crazy, but I think Fanatical Offering is better. Now Tithing Blade. This is perfect. 2 mana. It edicts them. It's an artifact, so it makes all your Tomb Raiders activated. And then at some point you spend 5 mana and you flip it into Drain for 1. This is like a decent finisher too. I don't think this is the deck to return a creature from your graveyard to your battlefield. All right, boom. Let's do this. All right, I like where we're at. I actually don't feel too bad about the Skull Taker now in this setup. All right, well this pack has 2 white cards plus a white cave, 4 green cards, and a green-white card. Yeah, I guess that's the direction people are heading here. All right, I'll just take the cave, I guess, and we're not in there. Yeah, so Tithing Blade, you get most of the value up front as just an edict, but then at some point you can spend 5 mana and flip it into a kind of life drain, a slow life drain thing. And then it also just sits in play as an artifact for a while, which is pretty good too. Look, they tithe with the blade, make them sack a creature, and then they throw it into the sepulcher there. Grasping Shadows. That's a late Grasping of Shadows. I think this card's truly excellent. Didn't think this card was going to come back. 3 and a black enchantment. Whenever you attack alone, your creature gets Death Touch and Lifelink, and this gets a counter. After 3 such attacks, it flips into a swamp, or a cave swamp, that also has black tap, remove a counter, draw a card, lose a life. Very good. I do like the Freebooter. I think it would be good in this deck, the way we're heading, but I think Grasping Shadows is a strong one. Oh, wow, the Cave Wield. I was surprised by that, but I think I'm actually supposed to take Cartographer's Companion, because it's an artifact itself, makes another artifact, and it can trigger Descend by exploring and flipping. And I think that the 4/4 trample, rather 3/3 trample that gets a +1/+1 counter if you descend, I just took a 4-drop. I think I'd rather enable my other cards more than take another card that needs enabling. All right, I'll take the Land Cycler here and probably not play it. We don't have enough artifacts, it's looking like, to play Sunshot Militia, where you tap 2 artifacts or creatures. Maybe actually I do want this. I'm just not going to play the Land Cycler. You know what? I'm going to take the Militia. All right, cool. I got a free Land Cycler anyway. I'm just going to pass the green cards. Someone can take those. Land Cycling procs Descend, but that's not enough for me to really want them. I'll take Fungal Fortitude, but I don't really think I'm that likely to want to play it. All right, another Jadelight Spelunker, but we've got Careening Minecart, which looks really good in this deck. There's Bartolome del Presidio, 2 mana, 2/1, sack an artifact or creature to get a +1/+1 counter. 3 mana, 3/2 make a treasure, or 3 mana, 3/3 that makes multiple treasures. Obviously, they're not exactly the same, but I think I'm going to take the Minecart again. I do think this card is good, and if it's not good in this deck, then this card is going to end up being pretty bad, and that's fine too. But I think the Minecart looks pretty solid. Making some treasures. I've got a lot of cheap things to enable it. Making Fanatical Offering better. Yeah, we've got a good direction going here. Okay, Sunfire Torch is like the perfect card for this deck. Another Minecart here, but I think that a Sunfire Torch is looking more appealing here. You get to play this, enable your Tomb Raiders and whatnot. You can sack the torch to shock something. There's I also like Clayfire Bricks, and there's another Snail. I'm not going to be taking a splash card here. This deck's not going to want to splash, even though it makes treasures. Look, there's some good black and red cards here. I'm happy about that. I think I'm going to take the Sunfire Torch. I don't know. I could see taking the Snail there. I could see taking the Torch. I don't think I'd want to take a second Minecart. Oh, Sunfire Torch, Grasping Shadows is a combo. That's pretty good. I hadn't really considered that, but if you have this in play, you equip a Torch, you attack and sack the Torch, and it the creature has death touch, so you can take down like a 5/5. Yeah, good call. Good call. Red didn't seem massively open pack 1, but I think that's okay. I think we're going to get enough pack 2, and our best cards are red, so I think this is fine. I don't want contested game ball. I think this card's a trap. I do want either Acolyte of Aklazat's, a 3-mana 1/4 that lets you drain them out with all your stupid treasures, or just 4-mana 3/3 trample that if you descended, get a ++1 counter. I kind of think I want to just take one Child of Volcano. Like, I'm going to want one of those. And I think I'll pick up... I'm kind of going to want one of each, and I think I'd rather just take that one there. All right, so here's a Viper, but this isn't a Viper deck. I don't have big creatures to reanimate. So now I'm either going to take another Snail. Great. I'm not going to take Child of Volcano. Another Tomb Raider. Oh, wow, Mephitic. There's 6 cards in here I want, and a 7th black card. Basically, and a Black Cave. I'm basically going to wheel one of these things. I'm kind of inclined just to take another Tomb Raider here. It just feels like if you draw enough of these, like you're going to be really happy. I don't know. Could have had 4. It does remind me of Goblin Torch Runner, or whatever it was, the 1-mana 3/2 Menace from Brothers War, and that card ended up playing really well. Don't think I want Abyssal Gorestalker. 6 mana is just a lot. That's not really what I want to be doing. Ray of Ruin is just okay. It's a 5-mana spell, but I don't think Atali's Favor is doing me any favors either, or Tectonic Hazard. I guess I could take 2-mana 2/1 that lets me put a cave on top or a land on top, and as an artifact. I'll just take Ray of Ruin. I'm going to want like a couple removal spells, so having a Ray of Ruin there is like a big creature removal spell. I have a Tithing Blade, a Ray of Ruin, and a Sunfire Torch so far. That's fine. Also, Inti really wants me to keep my curve low, because if you can go like Inti, attack, exile a 1-drop, play it, like it's really nice. Yeah, this is looking pretty good. Why so low on Atali's Favor? I think the card is not very good, especially in a deck with so many 1-drops. So often you're going to play 3 mana for a +1/+1 trample and a 1-drop. That's just not a good deal. All right, well, I don't want Malicious Eclipse in my deck or played against me. Another Tithing Blade sounds pretty good. There's a 3-mana 3/1 haste, but I don't, and that gives other creatures haste. I don't think this card's very good. This is not very good cave deck for the same reason I just mentioned. Discover is just not that good in this deck. 1-mana Equipment that gives Death Touch on your turn and reach. No, let's just take another Tithing Blade here. Okay. Oh, I'm really going to want to build a deck around this card, Swashbuckler's Whip, but it's like 8-mana tap is where it's at, and that's just not this deck. Don't want another Child of the Volcano, and I think Vito's Inquisitor is very similar. I think I might just take Idol of the Deep King as a flash shock that enables all my stuff. Oh wow, Captain Storm looks so absurd in this deck. These have to be pirates, right? I kind of feel like I'm not going to give up much if I don't play the Sunshot Militia. Let's just take Captain Storm, and maybe at the end of the day we will splash. Look, a Plundering Pirate. That's actually a good enabler for that. Captain Storm, it's kind of weird to splash a card off treasures that really wants to see those treasures being made, but this card seems like such a payoff. Let's just see. I mean, it's better than any black card I have, but how many treasures can I make? I've got Minecart, Plundering Pirate. This doesn't make treasures. Another Plundering Pirate and another Minecart, huh? I wonder if I should just take another Minecart here. Let's just take another Minecart over Plundering Pirate. Kind of surprised that one wheeled, actually. Just take the game ball, whatever. All right, another Plundering Pirate or Idol of the Deep King. Let's just take Pirate here. There's also another Lava Child of Volcano thing, but I don't really want that. Cave with this many cards back is not that. I know Captain Storm's any artifact, but I was using treasures as an example. Okay. Last pick, Child of Volcano, sure. Sunken Citadel. Oh, this is like a cave payoff, sure. Diamond Pickaxe. 1 mana, indestructible, equip creatures +1/+1, create a treasure token. Oh, this card looks so good in this deck. Yeah, we are taking Pickaxe over Skullcap Snail, and we are loving it. Now I really wish I just took Tomb Raider over the Skull Taker here. Okay, just bear with me for 1 second. What does it look like? I mean, this is 17 cards already. I don't know. I mean, what are we giving up? We're giving up Grasping Shadows. I think this card is excellent. Deep Goblin Skull Taker looks pretty good in this deck. And the Tithing Blades are good. Yeah, the Skullcap Snail's good. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Deep Root Pilgrimage. That's not it. Yeah, this pack is not helping my cause here, because I've got this pack has basically no red card or blue card that I'm really that happy to take here, which makes me kind of want just take another Fanatical Offering, which I also think will be pretty good in this deck. There's also Ancestor's Aid, which is fine, I suppose. Yeah, I guess Ancestor's Aid looks good in this deck. Let's take Ancestor's Aid. It's really a bad second pick. It's unbelievable that I second picked that card. But I'm actually going to try to play mono red if I can. Maybe I'll splash Grasping Shadows or something. We'll see. Okay. 2 mana 2/2, when it becomes tapped, you can discard a card, and if you do, draw a card. So that is actually pretty good at the Minecart and the 2 Children of the Volcano. It actually seems pretty legit. So I'm going to try that. Spring-Loaded Saw Blades is a very good card as well, yes. Yeah, okay. I actually think Volatile Wanderglyph will be solid there. Ooh, Sahili's Lattice. Oh, I'm not going to have any dinosaurs is the problem. Otherwise, this would be cool. There's another Skull Taker. Dinotomaton. I think this card's decent. I don't have enough exploring for a Cave Diver, and I really want to kind of minimize non-red cards. I think I will. The only problem with splashing this card is if you don't have a black source after it flips, it's actually not that good either. But we'll see, we'll see. Don't think I want Panicked Altasaur. Honestly, Ancestral Reminiscence in this deck is not crazy. This deck's going to make a lot of treasures, and it's got a really low curve. But Sunshot Militia also seems pretty good in this deck, too. Yeah, let's just do that. I think that I'm going to be happy playing this card here. Okay. Really hoping for more Tomb Raiders, but I guess I'll just take another Ancestor's Aid here. Full Dinotopia, yes, that is what this set did. Okay. I would also like to play like 3 islands and like, oh, another Captain Storm. That's like the best thing we could have gotten. All right, well, we really lucked out. Now we're doing it. Now we're doing it. Okay. That helped quite a bit. Now I feel pretty good about this plan, and I've got 1 cave, which I guess I'll still... I don't even know. Do I play the cave here? The one thing is, like, it is pretty good at descending for Child of the Volcano, and it is still an extra thing. Oh, wow. If you descended, make a treasure? Sure. Yeah, I'll take that. So it's not even that people were taking our Tomb Raiders. I mean, someone took the other one at some point, but, like, we got 7th pick Storm, 8th pick Enterprising Scallywag, so I just kind of ended up this way. Do I want... The Hunter's Blowgun doesn't seem that good. Neither does the Sorcerer's Spyglass, but I wonder if 1 unlucky drop is actually fine here. It seems like there's a Child of the Volcano, I know, but it feels like having 1 removal spell is probably decent. So Runaway Boulder. I have 1 torch. I'm not trying to combine it with the Blowgun. I understand that's a combo. I want to play like 16 lands, maybe 15 lands. I guess this is 16 without playing the boulder. Or I'll take the Swashbuckler's Whip, sure, why not? I have 2 Ancestors' Aids. How many creatures do I have? Oh, I have a lot of creatures. That's nice. All right, we'll take a Cave Diver. It's funny, I'm passing a Deep Goblin Skull Taker with like 3 cards in the pack when I took one over a Tomb Raider, which I would kill to have. Do I want a 5-mana card? It is kind of a nice finisher. I think I'd rather just have another Unlucky Drop because I'm going to play some islands. I don't think I want a 3rd one. Buried Treasure, maybe. Oh, Brazen Blade Master. That actually, last pick Blade Master might just be a thing. Okay. Let's see how this looks. So if I play 16 lands, I need to cut a couple cards. Maybe I just go to do some. Maybe do I want to play those Unlucky Drops? Child of Volcanoes. This curve is nice. I think Buried Treasure is also kind of bad. I don't really want to discover. And maybe I do run one of the Unlucky Drops. 5 islands plus a bunch of ways to make treasure. Yeah, all right. This seems like this deck seems pretty good. We'll see. We'll see if this is the strat. If 1-mana Goblin Guide, is one of the premier red commons in this format, it's going to be pretty fast. All right. Round 1, I'm on the play. Okay. I do need to draw a creature that costs 2 mana. Or just draw a 3rd land. I'd be fine either way. I guess if I miss this turn, and they play a creature, I can just cycle this for a treasure. I guess I have to. Yeah, if they play a creature, I will do that. No, they didn't play a creature. Okay. It's kind of nice because I don't have to, and I just draw a land instead. So it's kind of like I was not forced to make the bad play, and so it actually worked out better. Also, that now they didn't have a creature out, so I like that too. Are they going to leave mana up to kill my Careening Minecart? Let's find out. Oh yeah, we're setting up a mining consortium here. We've got the Careening Minecart, we've got the Diamond Pickaxe. We're ready to go mining. Let's find some gold. Whoa, what is this? This is probably bad news for me. 2/4 Death Touch? And if they attack the player with the life, they make a flying vampire token with lifelink. And if they attack where you have the most life, dear lord. Okay, I'm not really beating that card. That's cool, I guess. If I drew a land, I guess I would be pretty happy. I guess what I'm gonna do, crew it with this, make a treasure and just hope that they block here. And what's the worst that could happen if you block, honestly? Like, you're really just gonna let me bluff you out for a treasure for free? All right, well, let's make a 3/2, make a treasure, and pass the turn. Okay, so they're gonna attack me. Make a 1/1 flying lifelink, or not flying lifelink, just a 1/1 lifelink. And they played another. Battlecry, make a 1/1. Battlecry, make a 1/1 when it comes to play, make a 1/1 when it dies. Yeah. All right. All right. I mean, I'm just not really gonna beat them playing a bunch of good rares, but I'm gonna try. All right, here I think I will do this. prevents them from gaining a life. It makes it more likely maybe they at some point block with the rest. Honestly, even them playing two really good rares back to back, I feel like my deck is doing some really good stuff. That said, I might still lose, but against most draws, I feel like I'd be in pretty good shape. I mean, a 2/4 lifelink that attacks. Sorry, this doesn't have lifelink itself. Just 2/4 death touch that attacks and makes a 1/1 lifelink is kind of absurd. All right, explores and then explores again. Yeah, okay. I mean, I'm not gonna beat this, but I guess I'm gonna try. Some tokens. So I could first strike that again. I don't think I'm going to do that. I'm just going to let this happen. And then they get another thing. And then I get to play this. And it gets to descend. And then... yeah, unlucky drop that. I mean, if I draw a Captain Storm, I guess I could do something here. But... maybe because I knew they were playing the bat, it was better to just play Ancestor's Aid and then play... because I would have had one extra treasure, play Child, and do that whole thing. I suppose that is definitely a case. Alright. Get a draw, sure. The River Herald Scout. So they're like black-blue splashing this thing, I guess, is what is the idea. Okay. If I had Captain Storm this game, I would have been doing great. Honestly, if I draw it now, it's still pretty good. Okay. Yeah, I think this was the turn where I needed to draw something good. Didn't. Bum bum. Let's put this there. Like now, I get hit for 5 down to 5. Map, sure. Yeah, the 1-mana deal one would be really good. Yeah, had I drawn a creature last turn so I could have attacked with the Tomb Raider too, that would have been a pretty big difference. But now, I think this is going to be bad. Yep, 2 lands. All right. Well, look, despite losing, I actually was pretty impressed with how the deck played out. I feel like that what I was doing was pretty good. And, one thing I want to look at is there... I mean, I have the 2 Sunshot Militias that would have been sick that game too. Yeah, I feel pretty good about that. I don't know if I want another unlucky drop. Yeah, I mean, like if the 2 turns prior I had like played creatures instead of nothing, like, I don't know. We'll see the last 2 turns of the game, that is. But is what it is. You go first. Yeah, I'll keep this. The Volatile Wanderglyph looks pretty good to me. And now I have to go turn 2 Wanderglyph, turn 3 Minecart, which is pretty nice, and then the Dynamaton could be good too. Okay, and let's go land. They have a Basking Capybara. I could attack with the... I kind of... I think I'm going to attack and discard the Dynamaton. Is that better than discarding the Minecart? Yeah, I think it is. Draw. I think they'll be tempted to block. And then I go Ancestor's Aid, make a token, and then I go end of turn. I play this and I descended because I discarded a permanent. Yeah, that seemed like a pretty good. That seemed like a pretty good one to me. And then now they played a 3/3, which is good. Let's see, what can I do about that? I descended because I discarded this to this thing. If I put Sunfire Torch on something, I get to attack with it, but I don't think I want to spend all my treasures doing that. I think I'll just do this, and then I'm just going to descend like this. I think discarding Plundering Pirate, draw a card. And I could play the Tomb Raider, but it has haste, so there's no real point in doing that. And then make a treasure. Treasures do not trigger descend because it has to be a card, but discarding permanents does. I like this Minecart Wanderglyph combo. It's pretty nice. And they didn't, no attack, no plays, huh? Okay, let's Wanderglyph, crew with the Wanderglyph again. And now I can discard mountains because I don't really need them. Interesting. Diamond pickaxe, huh? How much do I want to? Yeah, I think I just attack with the minecart, or try to. If they kill it before. So I was debating whether to attack or not. Because of them having a trick, but then when they thought about it, the main phase, whether to play their thing or not, it made me very, very much want to attack. If they hadn't done anything, I probably wouldn't have. All right, let's just play this, and since I descended, do that. Unfortunately, the free descend off the minecart thing is gone, but I think we're going to get a decent little attack next turn. Deep Cavern Bet, sure. It's not too bad because they kind of have to just take the torch, or the torch is going to get them. Ooh, 190 damage from Megrim. Welcome back, take 2 Megrim from Megrim. Okay, draw another Tomb Raider, huh? Let's go Diamond Pickaxe. They have another trick in hand. I don't love that. Let's equip the Wanderglyph. And attack with both. Make a treasure. And I'm going to discard a Tomb Raider here. The Tomb Raider's not doing too much for me, and getting an extra treasure or an extra card out of it seems like a pretty good deal. Let's see. I'm going to block Child of the Volcano, then trade, and then get their thing back. Sure. And I guess I'll pass making a treasure. I'm only playing 15 lands in this deck. They're at 2 permanents in the graveyard. Okay. And that's a 2/2. It's a 3/3 lifelink if they descended, but if they have 4 permanents. But they're pretty far away from that now. I really want the Wanderglyph to be tapped, and it only trades with the Akawali, so let's just do that. Make a treasure. Boom. Draw. Another minecart here. They are trading off. Well, I'm going to play Child of the Volcano, and I actually have a ton of treasures, so let's play the minecart too. And then I get the 4/4. All right. This Wanderglyph, I was like kind of annoyed to third pick this card, but now I'm not feeling that so much. It's been very good. Oh, all right. If they get one more permanent to their graveyard, they get to kind of do the thing. Let's see. Let's play the Tomb Raider. I don't have a looter anymore, so I don't really have a reason to not do that. Equip this. Equip the Tomb Raider, I think. They can already double block any of my things, and this way, if they want to trade off, they can. Yeah, we'll kill the tower. And make it 6, and they didn't gain this back yet, and then I make another treasure. So now this is close. I mean, the game's not over, but I'm playing a 15 land deck, and I've already looted through a bunch of lands, so they have some lifelinkers hitting me. Oh, Ancestor's Aid is pretty nice. Let's crew the minecart with this. Move the pickaxe onto it. Attack, make 2 treasures. Yes, if I had drawn Captain Storm at any point, this game would be very easy to win. Play a land, and I'm gonna move the axe here. It's obviously trading, so it's making it less easy to use Ancestor's Aid, but I think it's just kind of silly not to move it. I have so much mana. Oh, that's annoying. I think at this point I'll just sack the Scallywag. I'm not going to be descending tons more, and I don't really need. I have 7 treasures in play, so whatever. Now they can. Oh, if they craft with this, they lose lifelink on their 3/3. Okay. All right. Creature. Captain Storm. Oh, Sunshot Militia. Whew. Excuse me. All right, let's crew that. And now we're just going to attack with both. And then we get to go this. Sunshot only hits opponents, but boom, boom. This is going to be a little obnoxious doing it, but wow, this actually might have been better than Captain Storm. In fact, I'm sure it was, because I have 10 treasures in play, so this is immediately 5 damage a turn. Okay, I like this. This is sick. Now we're doing it. Yeah, we're pew pew pew. All the gold coins are just getting flung over there. All right. This deck's certainly playing out much better than the first one. Let's see. Sunshot Militia looking a little better than I thought. All right, let's get in there. You normally won't have 10 treasures in play. That was that was a bit of an outlier, but this deck does make a lot of treasures. I've got the gold vine, or like the diamond pick. It's got 2 of the mine carts. It's got the Scallywag that makes a treasure if you descended. So that's like in recursive treasure making. And then I've got some of the 3/2s that make treasures when you play it. So yeah, I mean, making a bunch of treasures doesn't seem crazy here. All right, I'm on the play. Oh, here's the. This is the hand I was waiting for. Let's go turn 1, Tomb Raider. Let's see if we draw a land here. Ooh, that card's good too. 1 mana, 1/1 flying, and it makes a map. Okay, land. It's mana inefficient, but I've got to do the pickaxe here. It does 1 extra damage anyway. It's not like Sunshot Militia's doing anything for me, and if I don't draw a land, I will need to equip. If I do draw a land, I'll just play a Careening Minecart instead, and that'll be pretty good. I could have gone turn 1 Diamond Pickaxe, turn 2 Sunshot Militia, but I don't think that's even better. Oh, map. Let's see, what do you get? Okay, you kind of hope they draw a land a lot of the time when they map early like that. Oh, perfect. Land. Minecart. I think it's better to get the minecart out before the Plundering Pirate, because this starts this on the tracks of getting there. Though, honestly, with a name like Careening Minecart, it would be really reasonable for this to have haste, right? Doesn't this thing look like it has haste? Careening Minecart. It seems pretty clear. It's just going wild. I guess it needs to build up the momentum first. You got to get it going. All right, so Spyglass Siren coming in. Let's see what they play. I kind of want them to tap out for something. All right, 2/2 flying. I mean, this is a really good curve too, but I like where we're at. All right, let's go. How do I want to do this? If I equip this, I guess I can go Tomb Raider. I don't want to equip the minecart. Let's just play the Plundering Pirates and then equip attack for 3. Oh, I changed my mind midstream. I should have attacked for 2 with the Tomb Raider too. That was just silly for no reason. I just, I thought I was going to be equipping, but then I realized I didn't want to do that. So, yeah, sometimes you change streams and it doesn't work out well. All right, perfect. Them spending 4 mana to kill my 3-drop that made a treasure is excellent news for me. All right, let's go. Cave bad here. Now we equip this. We play Sunshot Militia. Actually, this is probably the play I should have made last turn, to be honest, but it actually worked out kind of nicely because then they spent their turn doing their thing. And then I play this, and then I get to ping them. Phew. Why, you ask? Because that diamond pick's over there not being used. And now they're basically just dead. I mean, yeah, I clearly should have done that play last turn. That was such a stronger play. I started the turn, I'm like, oh, I'll play Plundering Pirate, I have 3 mana, but it's actually like equip, play Militia, get a bunch of pings. All right, they spent 4 mana to kill my 2-drop that pinged them for 2. Now they have to leave their creatures back. And hit a Staunch Crewmate, which is a good card, but it's not going to do the trick. Plundering Pirate. Do this. Crew the Minecart with the Plundering Pirate. Play the Dino Tomato. Give the Minecart Menace an attack and make 2 treasures. And now they're in a bunch of trouble. The other thing I could have done maybe was make the Goblin Tomb Raider menacing and then put the equipment on the minecart. But I actually kind of like, I don't know, trading this off seems fine. Nice little trade up. And then, you know what, I think I'm going to equip the pirate here. No, I actually don't want to use the treasures because I have the Hidden Volcano that's going to use a lot of mana next turn. Maybe I'll want my mana. Staunch Crewmate is good. I would play a Staunch Crewmate in this deck, I think. Into another Spyglass Siren. Wow, their deck is nice. I mean, they're, I think, pretty dead this game, but these are all really high quality creatures. The Rumbling Rock Slides aren't bad. In fact, there's some matchups where I think they're pretty good, but they're not very good against my deck. All my cards basically cost less. I have a couple that cost the same and none that cost more. Inverted Iceberg. I do like that card. It ETBs, mills 1, and then draws 1. And you can craft and turn into a 6/6 Titan. Also, if I ever drew either of my 2 copies of Captain Storm, any of these games, I feel like it would be ludicrously good. I've actually yet to do that. This thing already has Menace. That's pretty good. All right, let's start by cracking this thing. See what's up. Oh, I guess I should play my land. Whatever. Ooh, I hit a 4-drop. Nice. Not that good here, honestly. I guess I'm gonna put it on a Spyglass Siren because I think that has a worse ETB than the Staunch Crewmate. And let's activate the minecart, tapping the pirate. I mean, we're still in. I mean, aren't they just dead actually? I think that just kills them unless they have something here. Because they have to double block the dino. Look, I'm just saying, in theory, unlucky dropping a 1/1 with an ETB is not like an ideal scenario. In practice, them going to -2 is a good thing for me. Any removal could have saved them, yes. All right, let's see. We're making a lot of treasures. Is there something we should be doing? Do we want, like, we could easily splash something. Is there something worth splashing? I don't think I want to splash like a random removal spell. Grasping at Shadows. What about this? Cycles for 2 and gets Descent, and I feel like I have 6 mana a lot of the time. Ooh, what about this? Okay, no jokes. Swashbuckler's Whip. What if I use this as a 2-tap thing, but then sometimes you just lasso a Discover 10. I mean, I'm already at 15 land. I probably shouldn't cut any lands. What's bad in this deck? The Brazen Blade Master seems okay. The Unlucky Drop just seems okay. Maybe the Cartographer's Companion is mid. This puts 2 artifacts into play, though. I don't understand. It discovers 10. And did you see that? Oh, I haven't drawn Inti yet either. I haven't drawn my 3 best cards. Ancestor's Aid seems pretty good in this deck, though. All right. You know what? We'll play a couple more, but I might put in the whip at some point. We'll see. Oh, Discover 10 is not particularly good in this deck. It's just going to hit a 1 and 2 drop a lot of the time. But it's more like, would the whip be good? Like as part of the effects. All right. So far, Hidden Volcano has been more bad than good, but this is fine. It's not like I needed the Tomb Raider in play. Oh, hello, Captain Storm. All right. Let's hope they don't kill this turn 2, because turn 3 I get to plunder. Don't kill it. Don't abrade it. There we go. Oh, and we drew the Wander Glyph too? Ooh, that is excellent. I still think I'm supposed to curve out here. And you know what? I'm going to put the counter on the Plundering Pirate. I kind of feel like if Captain Storm lives, I'm in great shape, and I'm not going to want to risk her in combat, and it doesn't keep a braid from killing her, though the Idol of the Deep King can kill her now. Okay. Oh, I didn't really think about Quicksand Whirlpool, but I'm not going to not attack. All right, well, you know what? That wasn't, like, insane, but it was fine. This is looking pretty good. Hit for 6. Play a Wander Glyph. Play a Scallywag. I mean, I'm feeling pretty good about this game. They're at 12 life, and they're facing down 10 power, and they have no cards in play. So I feel like we're doing okay. They made a 3-2 and a 1-1 here. Ooh, you don't say. All right, there's no real reason to play that first. In fact, I don't know if I'm playing that at all. I'm attacking with everything. The Cloud Guard's going to block the Plundering Pirate, and they're going to take 1,000,000 damage. Honestly, we're discarding the Captain. It's not... Look, it's not my favorite thing in the world to discard Captain Storm, but it makes the Child of the Volcano into a 4/4 immediately and gets me a treasure immediately. I think that's just better. They're already at 6 here. And then I've got a minecart. All right, the Hidden Volcano didn't really cost me too much, and it might be good at some point. Okay, so they're going to make a 3/3. Sure. Another Plundering Pirate. Good game, they said. I don't think it's literally game, but yeah, they're pretty dead. All right, that was nice. I wouldn't say that the whip would have been good. It is true that they were going to force a descend anyway by blocking, so maybe just not discarding would have been better, honestly. This is not a deck that's going to play around Wraths most of the time, I don't think. This deck's going to be full steam ahead. Opponent goes first. Yeah. I mean, I can't mulligan this hand. This hand is not as exciting as some, but... Ooh, okay, good. I was worried there was the uncommon with lifelink. That would have been a lot worse for me. I have a 2-drop. I have a Volatile Wanderglyph. This card has really impressed me. The Wanderglyph, I think that one's nice. All right. All right, no turn 2 play, and I've got a number of plays here on turn 3. So what I think I'm going to do next turn, depending on what they do, of course. Let's say they play a 2 toughness creature for 3 mana. I'll probably play the Plundering Pirate, use the treasure to equip the torch, and then throw the torch at the other creature. It's kind of my plan here, but we'll see what they play. Oh, totes. That's kind of annoying, because now I can't make that play. So now I'm going to make a different play, which is this, which coincidentally lets me loot anyway. I like that. I'll probably loot some... These are the 2 weakest cards. I could probably loot Mountain away. I don't really have... Well, we'll see what they do. Welcome everyone. Let's see how this deck... I like this deck a lot. This deck's been fun. Waylaid Pirates. Ooh, they're going to tap down my minecart? I mean, they should. Yeah, I guess it doesn't really help to crew it first. Sure. It's stunned. I take one. Boom. And let's discard mountain. Sunshot militia. Alright, another island. I want to play the Plundering Pirate because it trades for the Waylaying Pirates. I think that's solid. And I don't think I'm going to play my land because I think I'm just going to keep discarding lands to this. I might discard the Cartographer's Companion at some point as well. In general, against white, trading off their artifacts is good, but I did not want to trade a Volatile Wanderglyph for 2/1/1s because Wanderglyph Minecart is a really strong combo. Just getting to loot on demand and control Descend as much as you want is pretty good. Yes, if I were to draw Inti, it would also be really good because I have a discard outlet already in play. They milled a good one. That's good. And this is craft with an artifact, which they don't have in their graveyard. Obviously, they have a bunch in play, though. I'd be happy to trade the Plundering Pirate for the Waylaying Pirates if they are offering me such a deal, because then that opens the door to the minecart attacking. Let's see what they have this turn, but this wasn't the strongest turn for them. Okay. Yeah, I mean, I guess, man, I don't really want to trade minecarts, even though I get a treasure out of the deal. It just doesn't seem very good to do that. Though I guess I have Sunshot Militia to tap this down too. So maybe I do. What am I doing this turn? I kind of want to save Unlucky Drop for when they turn this into a thing. I could attack with Plundering Pirate. What does that do? They can like double block with gnomes. I guess I'm fine with that. Sure. Just get some gnomes off the board. Oh, I'm really happy with this trade. All right. Or do they have a trick? Ooh, that's a good trick. Yeah, I guess I'm... Do I want to Unlucky Drop their Waylaying Pirates? Not really, no. It doesn't seem very profitable. All right, I'll play the Cartographer's Companion and play... They're going to sack the Tinker's Tote end of turn, and then they're going to get to flip Iceberg on their turn. Yeah, Waylaying Pirates bought them a lot of time this game. It tapped down a minecart and then made it so I didn't want to attack the next turn. Okay, they didn't flip their thing. Honestly, I might just have to block the Pirates at 16. Yeah, no, I don't. All right, I'll take it. Let's see what they got. End of turn, I'm going to loot away a land. I didn't mind playing the Hidden Volcano because it's a land I get to use and then also later cash in for a spell. Master's Guide Mural. 5 mana 4/4 Golem, and it can craft into a Golem factory. Sunshot Militia is good, but it's got a lot of work to do. They're at 23 life here. I'm not feeling good about this game. It'd be nice to draw Captain Storm or Inti. That would help. Diamond Pickaxe isn't terrible. I could put it on the minecart. I don't think that's spectacular either. I think I'm going to put it on the Cartographer's Companion and send. Oh, are they going to have Needle Drop? Oh man, this is going to be tough. That's the artifact that stuns too. It feels like that's what they have. But all right, let's make a treasure. See what's up. They can block with a 2/3, or they can block with like a gnome, 2 gnomes or something. Sure, they're throwing their Cogwork Wrestler into the ring? No? Alright. Another Cogwork Wrestler, huh? Yeah, getting pretty worked by those. Let's play the Goblin and pass. Well, at least they're not flipping the Iceberg this turn. Here, I'm probably going to have to give up the Volatile Wanderglyph or the Minecart. Because when they attack with Waylaying Pirates, I just can't take that damage. Okay. I feel like I can't discard either of my cards either. Maybe I should have played Sunshot Militia instead of the Tomb Raider. I would have had to sack a treasure. I didn't really like that too much. Yeah, these wrestlers are solid. I mean, I don't know that I would play. Oh, they didn't attack with the pirates. Interesting. Now they're going to make a 4/4. I'm going to need to draw Captain Storm pretty fast here to just have a shot, honestly. And I guess I'll ping them. Tapping torch and a map. And treasure and a pickaxe. Pass. And I have to set up some blocks here. This is the stage of the game that like is not working out well. Basically, 2 different trades got beaten by wrestlers. So they ended up with like a 2/3, a 3/3, and 2 1/2s, and they're just like hitting me in the air. At some point, they can craft these like giant things, which they're not even doing. But it's also kind of stalling unlucky drop in my hand, because at some point I'm gonna have to do something with that. The only good news is they can't attack 2-0 with everything, but I guess that's not true either. All right. Let's crew. They have another trick. Brackish Blunder. Oh man, okay. Well, block the 2/3, block a 1/2, and then I take 2, 4, 7, 11. Can't do that. Now we're dead. All right, all right. I don't think we've seen anything craft yet. We've seen a lot of things threaten to craft, and nothing that actually crafted. All right, we're 3 and 2. Let's see if we can get a couple more here. So what went wrong that game? I just didn't have an aggressive start, and they put a bunch of defensive creatures into play, and then they just had some bigger creatures mostly. Yeah. But I do like how this deck is set up. It feels like it makes treasure fairly efficiently, and then also utilizes it pretty well between the 2 Sunscorched Militias and the 2 Captain Storms. So it's got some good synergy and some good speed, so I do like it. Our 2 losses so far are to that game where they just like went really wide, played a bunch of 1/2s, gained some life, and just played some decent sized creatures, and then the game where just our opponent played turn 3 Vampire Rare, turn 4 Vampire Rare, turn 5 bring back Vampire Rare, all that. All right, I'm on the play. Oof, this was red. I could keep it. I don't think I can keep that hand. Okay, I like this hand, and I think the Brazen Blade Master is the one to go. I could get rid of the Sunshot Militia, but I think that card's pretty good. Let's just keep the 1 drop, both 2 drops, and the 1/3 drop here. Okay. Let's Scallywag. There's a chance here that... Well, I guess there's not a big chance I descend next turn, though. Oh. Ooh. Let's just go Careening Minecart and pass the turn. So next turn we can make a treasure with Captain Storm. This looks nice. This looks nice. And even if they kill the Scallywag here, this actually works because they kill the Scallywag. Next turn I go Sunshot Militia, crew this, attack, make a treasure. We're not messing with that. They can, if they've got a combat trick or something, they are more than welcome to let that thing stay in their hand. All right, let's see what they got. In a 3 and a 3/3. Okay. Crew. And let's just attack. Make a treasure. Let's trade Captain Storm. Sunshot Militia. Play land. Equip Torch. And end of turn I'm going to get a treasure and get a +1/+1 counter. I think now I actually do just put it on Captain Storm. Save her from at least the 2 damage spells. I could have pinged by tapping the Sunshot Militia. I couldn't ping by tapping the treasure because I got the treasure end of turn. I think I want to keep my things untapped. I don't know. It feels like it's reasonable to not ping with those. Now, we're kind of just looking for spells. Yeah, Tomb Raider's actually fine. Let's equip this. Just attack with the Tomb Raider. Decline to sack. If they trade, then I get to descend. I'm not going to get to descend otherwise because I didn't want to throw the torch because it really doesn't make sense to, because then they can just block with this. And if they take 3, then they take 3, and I'm fine with that too. Because now I'm gonna ping them a bunch here. I'm hoping they trade. I would prefer that, but they can't be thinking of trading with the 3/3. That makes no sense. All right, Sunshot Militia. Let's tap those 2, and I think I actually will tap those 2 and then equip here. I think I'm most likely to want to block with the Sunscribe with my 2/3 rather than my other 2 creatures. What is this? This can't be good for me. Whenever you attack one or more non-gnome creatures, put a +1/+1 counter on this, and then X when gnome's attacking. All right, well, at least the gnome's attacking. So let's block. Okay, wow, that Enim Pakal is actually really strong, isn't it? All right, let's equip with the Tomb Raider attack. All right, Militia, tap those 2, but I don't think I can afford to tap anything else, and I think I have to offer to trade here. I really don't like this. Captain Storm is good, but it's not really doing much right now, and this card gets out of control. It's going to be a 3/4 this turn, and then next turn it's going to be a 4/5 that makes 3 gnomes or whatever. I don't feel good about this because I think there's a pretty good chance they have a combat trick, but I think I'm kind of forced into doing so. I think I'm going to double block the... Oh, no, I don't want to double block the Envoy. Let's block there. The problem with triple blocking is if they kill Captain Storm, I don't kill Enim Pakal anyway, so let's just block there and block there. Yeah, do your thing. Creatures you control are +1/+1. Ooh. Yeah, that was bad for me. What is this? This isn't good for me, I assume. Whenever it attacks, reveal the top card of the library. If it's a creature mana value 3 or less, put it in your hand. It's pretty good. Alright. Let's play this. Let's hit the opponent. I'm pretty dead, but I guess I'm gonna put the map there. I hope it's a spell. Captain Storm, huh? Just not gonna win me the game if I draw it next turn, sadly. Put a torch on this. Pass the turn. So here, what are we looking at? We're pretty dead. Don't really know what I can draw to get out of this. Like, because this turn they get to attack, and this is going to be a 4/5 that makes 3 attackers. And I guess I can 3/4 block the Kellen. I can double block the Unimpakal, but I'm still getting hit with like a bunch of gnomes. Hitting with everything. Hit with the 1/1 All right, let's see what we can do. Oh wow, it's way better to stack those the other order. I'm sure Arena just chose that. So if I double block there, I'm taking 9. All right. Obviously I'm not going to win this game, but like if I don't kill that rare, then I can't. There's no chance. Though looking at the board now, still no chance. All right. Boom. All right, well, I liked the way that looked. I would have liked my deck with one more of those Tomb Raiders, but I think that this deck had some good stuff going for it. The biggest thing that I look for in these first couple drafts is kind of like figuring out what cards are good and what aren't, you know, not just, and what decks are good and all. And what I learned from this one, Sunshot Militia, a lot better than it looks. This looked pretty bad to me. I think it's pretty good. The Tomb Raider was pretty strong. Captain Storm was great, but that card just already looked great. And overall, I like this kind of strategy, so I would expect to draft this again. Thanks for watching. I appreciate you watching this with me, and I'll be back tomorrow with another draft. So head on back, and I will see you then.